Will, current organization here at Complex, and I did a gym program this summer. And I work for a company called Chemical. They have many different plants throughout Japan and even some other countries in Belgium, making Indonesia. But I was working in their chemical plant on thermal materials. And more use a little bit of like the science work stuff before I get to the fun cultural part. So like I said, my project is thermal material, which is basically something between, you put two things so that heat can go from one place to another more efficiently. This is like pretty useful in manufacturing electronics. So to make one of these thermal materials, what we're looking for is low thermal resistivity. And you can achieve that by high thermal conductivity. You get low latency. So you want your material to be as thin as possible, so it has to go through less of it. That way you can make heat more quickly and efficiently. And finally, high fluidity. So you look at that. This is what a heat source you think would look like without any thermal material with gaps of air, which slow thermal transfer of heat energy. But with thermal material, you can go from even through the gaps, pass through thermal material. And the high fluidity here helps because the way these are applied is almost like a hot glue gun, where you dispense the hot material onto the surface and you put another one on top. And the more fluid substance is, the more able it is to fill in these gaps. So those are some of the properties I was looking for in material I was designing. And one of the key ingredients to my material is this liquid crystalline polymer. This is the most complicated one I can show you. There's some other pretty crazy ones, but sorry, that's all you get to see because classified company things. So what makes these particularly effective transfer of heat energy is their crystal structure. They form different plates where the polymer chains are aligned up and down like that. And you can imagine that there's something that looks sort of like a straight line that has heat transfer more effectively through it than through the side. So we have a single coordinate on which heat can be transferred more effectively than standard polymers. And how we make use of this is by extruding this with a filler particle of some sort, highly conductive filler particle that allows us to form heat paths between different plates in different crystal structures. Because when these are processed industrially, you don't have the convenience of having them all aligned perfectly, right? You've got different areas of crystals placed in different directions, which can impede the heat transfer. So with the filler particles, you form shortcuts between them, and you can see it really increases thermal conductivity. And the base thermal conductivity of our polymer that is filler is at around 1 watt per meter Kelvin, which is around 5 times higher than standard polymer, which is about 0.2. And this is a model showing how the thermal conductivity scales with increasing quantities of filler particles, in this case aluminum oxide. And you can see that we can achieve the same or maybe even better thermal conductivity at much lower filler content. And that's good for thermal integrated materials because less filler content means we have a lower minimum layer thickness, which improves the thermal resistivity, as well as better compatibility with rough surfaces, more fluid because there's less filler particles. So enough science. I'm going to talk about some of the experiences I had. One of the things I like most in Japan is just how the company culture works there. The company is really interested in keeping its people happy. The company really wants everybody to work together as a team to relieve stress. So they organize lots of activities to do this sort of thing. This is like pictures of the nomikai, which you haven't heard of before. It's sort of an afterwork get together where everybody has a few drinks, blows out some steam, leaves work in the office, and has a chance to relax. So that's my welcome party over there on the left. And on the right, it was actually, I was really surprised how it happened. I thought it was really cool. The division head, like the big boss of the Osaka plant, basically contacted me and said, hey, I haven't talked to you so much, but like, it's kind of cool if you're an intern from America, so let's go out for some food and drinks sometime. And we went to go get food, which if you haven't heard it before, is the pufferfish that if not prepared correctly will kill you. And it was prepared correctly. So that was really fun. And it wasn't just like the company that was trying to get the employees together. A lot of the employees were really enthusiastic about just hanging out with me and having fun. So one of my coworkers asked me at some point, do you like Japanese idol? And I'm like, well, I know some. So he said, we're going to an idol concert. And I went, and it was pretty crazy. So the idol was a big fan of like the tiger for a mascot, so he like handmade all these tiger masks. And well, he made one for me, so I was like, wow, like super surprised, super happy, like, I don't know, just be able to hang out with him and have him treat me so well. So this is after one of the concert, we were hanging out. And I mean, it wasn't just him, there were like all of my coworkers there. At my welcome party, which is around mid-June or something, like got to know everyone pretty well. I made plans with everyone, and I was busy every weekend until August. So I got to interact with them a lot. So much fun. One last picture for you guys. This is my farewell party. And I think it speaks for itself how much fun everybody was having there. It was an excellent experience. Really nice to be able to hang out with everyone. If I could give anybody advice who's going through this program and hang out with your coworkers, they're like pretty excited about having someone there. Take the opportunity to get to know them. They're really fun. And finally, I'd like to give a shout out to everybody here in this program who makes it possible for us to go to Japan and experience their culture all while doing work, so we don't feel super guilty about it. So that's Hirata Sensei, the Momi, Jim Green, and Ishida-san, the Japan side of things. See you again here. Make sure we can stay in Japan and sort of vouch for us to yeah, and I also want to give thanks to everybody, kind of identical to the mentor here at Hirata-san, as well as the division and the big boss who has a fine time at us and treating me as Fubu, and all the other buildings that I'm sure are through for welcoming me and having so much fun with me. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Eve this summer. I work at Mitsubishi Electric Information Research Group in Okuna, Japan, which is like about an hour plus Tokyo by train. So I was part of the data research group, and I did my research on detecting patterns in time series data. So just some background, like time series data is basically like data like with respect to time, and this can be like many different things, like weather reporting, software engineering. The reason why I think that it was important to research this was because a lot of like machines and other things can represent like their operations time series, and you want to look for errors in their functioning to be able to detect and fix them automatically. So here's an example of a space shuttle valve operation. This is normal operation, but then somewhere down the line it malfunctioned. We want to detect malfunctions like that. So it's the time series of an ordered sequence of and value numbers, and a time series motif is two sections of a time series that match very closely compared to the rest of the time series. So in this example, here's one time series. The red and blue sections are the most similar sections. So our problem is we want to be able to detect repeating patterns in time series so we can automatically detect what the normal functioning of the machine pattern looks like and better detect errors in that. We looked at, so in my research, I looked at many different algorithms to do this, and in the end, I sort of wrote my own algorithm that matched together a bunch of algorithms to solve our problem. So the two algorithms I looked at were the exact motif discovery algorithm and the motif enumerator algorithm, which I think were written at UC Irvine or something. And I mixed them together to form my mixed algorithm, which basically takes in one time series data and then cuts it into chunks of varying sizes and then compares each chunk to every other chunk and finds which chunk has the closest similarity matching and then selects that as our pattern. And here's some examples of the data. So this is like contrived data that has large bumps, small bumps. So identifies like these large bumps or these small bumps here as one pattern as the one bump is a different pattern. And here's this is the art data, and you can see that the general trend, the general pattern of the data at that part here. Now for the fun part. So DIP happens during the summer, which also happens to be like festivals in Japan. Here's some DIP festivals. There's Hanabata in July. Obon is all throughout August. There's fireworks being also all throughout the summer, and Comiket is in August. And there's a Pikachu festival that's also in August. So if you go to DIP during the summer, you have time to experience like all these festivals. So Hanabata is a sort of star festival that celebrates like the two stars Vega and Altair being in the sky at the same time. And there's a legend that their two lovers can only meet like at one time during the year. So it's kind of awesome. And celebrated by writing wishes on like paper and hanging them on trees. And lots of cities also have like really big decorations that they hang around to look at. So Willis and I, we went to Yakuza's Hanabata Festival as well as Asuka's Hanabata Festival. You can see like all these colorful streamers everywhere. And there's also performances during the festival. You can look at the taiko drumming and traditional dance. Lots of culture. And then there's Obon, which is a Buddhist custom where most people return to their hometown, celebrate their ancestors. Since we didn't really have a hometown, we just went around to everybody else's Obon festival. So there's a main platform generally during the Obon festival, and people dance around it. In the middle, there's like a person drumming. So it's fun to watch people all dance around the center stage. And there's lots of stalls with food and games and stuff. Then fireworks viewing. Here's me with my sword and stuff. We went to go see some fireworks from the north. And this is from the Sumida River, which there's like a very large fireworks festival there. So maybe just like those friends who are in casa, you get food and drinks, and then you just sit around and watch fireworks. And then Comiket, I know like a lot of people want to go to Japan because of like anime stuff. Comiket is the largest like doujin comic event. So there's lots of cosplaying and anime and manga merchandise and stuff. At Tokyo Big Site, and there's a lot of people there. It's very lively. And then finally, Pikachu Festival, which is hosted by Yokohama during August. There's a lot of Pikachus everywhere, Pikachu events, and like giant Pikachus walking around and dancing and stuff, and it's very, very fun. So yeah, I'd like to thank everybody at DIP for allowing me to go to Japan and experience all these experiences. And then in this speech, Masaka-san and Zumura-san and Hiraka-san taking me in and showing me around and like really letting me have a good time. Thank you.